or welcome back to my little corner of the internet. Here, I share my thoughts and experiences around slow living, simple everyday moments, and learning to appreciate my ordinary life. I'm glad you're here. Sometimes we put these limits upon ourselves without even realizing it. They might not feel like limits at first, but over time, slowly, they start to feel more like facts. I have been carrying these notions with me for a very long time. I would decide to try something, but then, for some reason, would hold back. One such thing was painting. My mom has always been a very talented artist. I grew up watching her paint these beautiful pieces of art. She would create this amazing artwork, and I would just be in awe of what she could do. And unconsciously, as far as I remember, I stayed away from any kind of creative or artistic work. I thought if I never picked up a paintbrush, I would never have to make a painting that wasn't good. I could simply say that painting isn't my thing and move on. That seemed easier. That way, I won't have to fail at something I had never tried. And looking back, I can see that this was a pattern. I would start to learn something. It was exciting when it was new. But then there comes a point when you realize that learning would take more work than you thought. That was often where I would lose interest. I would reach the part where I wasn't naturally good at something, and instead of staying with it, I would just step away. I could decide it wasn't worth pursuing. And for a very long time, that was just how I approached things. I didn't know how to sit with uncertainty. I didn't really understand how much this habit was shaping me until I was in grad school. I remember taking a class where we had to write a software specification document. This particular class was known for being difficult. The teaching assistant had already told us at the beginning of the class that nobody ever got a grade higher than a B. So, without putting much thought into it, I submitted the first draft of the technical document. It came back with corrections. Now, the old version of me probably would have found a reason to think that it was too difficult, that I wasn't good at it, and would have stopped there. But something was different this time. I read other software specifications, I researched, I kept finding new things I needed to learn. And each new thing led me to somewhere else. This was a new feeling. I realized that the problem that seemed so large at the beginning had started to break down into smaller pieces. I didn't need to know everything at once. I only needed to figure out the next thing in front of me. It was like a staircase where I couldn't see the whole way up. I didn't know where every step would lead, but I kept taking the next one. And eventually, I submitted my final document and got an A in the course. What stayed with me was not the grade itself. It was this new way of looking at difficult things. Maybe something can be difficult simply because I haven't learned it yet. I stopped seeing the wall as the end. Sometimes it was just a place where I had to slow down and figure out what comes next. Now, I know that discomfort itself doesn't always mean that I need to get away from it. And maybe that has also made it easier for me to try things. For most of my life, I stayed away from painting. And now, here, I find myself sitting in front of a canvas with a paintbrush in my hand. I no longer feel that everything I try has to become something I am good at. I think that is what has changed for me. We put so much pressure on ourselves to be good at the things we choose. We want to know that we will succeed before we allow ourselves to begin. Some things can simply be experiences. In the past, I have quietly stepped away from things because I wasn't sure I would be good enough. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't need to see the whole staircase. I can be a beginner. I can sit with the part that feels difficult. And I can be bad at something. And that's okay. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here for the next one. Until then, take care.